Good afternoon, it's Diane. It's Tuesday, it's 2 o'clock, and this is my first Facebook Live of the week. I actually promised myself that I was going to do a Facebook Live every week. I failed, which is to be expected. I didn't do one last week. And in my defence, the reason why I didn't is that I was on a diet to stop eating carbs. And so what I decided was there was nothing good going to come out of my mouth last week. And so this week I'm okay with the carbs, or the lack of, and the lack of joy in my life because of the no carbs. But I just finished my latest piece and I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna see if anybody is around because I hate talking to myself. So if you're around, if you can let me know. I think I have 2 people right now. Yay me. But seriously, who does a Facebook Live at 2 o'clock? I mean, everybody's working or they're doing live things. They don't necessarily want to be listening to me, and here I am sat in my little armchair, so I feel like I'm doing an armchair theatre, and I have a halo, so there you go. So I wanted to tell you about my new piece, which is here, and let me just show you a little bit. Can you see it? Isn't it gorgeous? I want to tell you about that because this is a piece that I actually revisited. I did this piece, I think probably, Melissa, hey, how are you, sweetie? I did this piece last year, I think, with an image transfer, and it's the first time I have ever done an image transfer that didn't sell, and I decided I was gonna attempt to do something else on it. Normally I'm like, I will just wait for the right person to come, and my pieces sometimes can stay in my garage for months and months. It takes a while to find the right person who kind of appreciates what I do, or not. I'm okay with that. So I did this piece, I loved it, and it didn't sell. And I was very kind of reluctant to redo it because honestly it took so long to do the first time that do I really want to do that? I'm getting older, I'm not getting younger. Finally I decided I was going to redo it, and so I kind of took a step back and I decided to look at the shape of the piece and what that kind of meant and what kind of image transfer would look good on it to make it look authentic, so to speak. So this piece, again, let me just bring it out, is probably from, I'm guessing, 1920s, 1930s, 40s, kind of post-depression. Very, you tell, very simple. I mean, there's no kind of great carvings or anything. And it's a piece that probably would be, let me see, you can see my face. It's a piece that probably would be my grandmother's house. It serves a purpose. It's for storage. And so I started thinking about kind of like my grandmother's house, or my auntie's house. And if you are not aware, first of all, hi Carrie. If you're not aware, I am not American. I know, right? I'm from Yorkshire, and I've been here since '89, and I can't get rid of this accent. But so I wanted to think about, Yorkshire. Hi Anita. Thank you for the nice words about my piece. Hopefully other people will think so. So I started thinking about Yorkshire and trying to conjure up what this piece would look like in a Yorkshire person's house, or at least North England. Now, to give you a little bit of background on North England, hi Carol, it's very working class, very industrialised, very salt of the earth, very, put it this way, if we were characters in The Wizard of Oz, we would be the Lollipop Men. You know, we're kind of that kind of people, that we don't go for glitz and glamour and foo-foo stuff. So then I started thinking about what kind of painters came from the north of England. And my God, why I didn't think of this like years ago, I don't know. So this painter is called Ellis Lowry, and I don't know whether he's well known in the States. Is he? Has anybody heard of Ellis Lowry? He's typically from, well, he's known because he paints a very simplistic approach. I think he uses 5 different colours. Billy, you will appreciate, will you not, Ellis Lowry? So I think you may be the only person on here who actually may know who he is. But anyway, so Ellis Lowry basically painted matchstick men. And there's actually a song about him, which is a really awful song. And I listened to it yesterday just to refamiliarise myself with awful songs. But anyway, so this guy was from Lancashire. Now, if you know anything about Northern England, simplicity. Thank you, Billy. I love this one. I think my sister has this one in the house. He's from Lancashire, and so people from Yorkshire, well, put it this way, people from Lancashire wish they were from Yorkshire. Is that right, Billy? I think so. And you know, people from Yorkshire think it's very unfortunate that you're from Lancashire, but we will still like you a touch. But so this is the guy that means a lot to me, actually, because my sister has, I think she has 2 or 3 paintings in her house. My father has one in his living room. I've got a few, and I love it. And I actually love this one because, well, let me show you the picture again. So this one is called Going to Work, and I think it was painted in 1943, and it was a commission. And it was, let me find out, it was the War Artists Advisory Committee who asked him to paint something like this. And so, because of that, there was no copyright. And typically my paintings I use, usually they're at least 100 years old, which means that there is no copyright to them. This one, because it's in the 40s, the copyright would still be in use, and I would not be able to use it again. So lots of browns, gorgeous warm colours. Now, the one thing I love especially about this is, if you see here, this is a bus taking the workers to work. And we are very proud of being workers in Northern England. My father actually was a bus conductor for most of my childhood. It was just, you would get on a bus and my dad would be there with his little register thing, and we would go on and say, yay, Dad's conductor, we don't have to pay. And 100% of the time, he made sure that we paid. never ever did he let us skip our fare. So thank you, Dad. So I love the fact that there's a bus. I love the fact that it's about the workers, and it's Northern England. So when I started, I knew it would fit perfectly on this piece. So when I started talking about, you know, thinking about paint colours, look, my halo, can you see? I wanted to do very kind of industrialised, not necessarily steampunky, but, you know, something solid. So what I use again the Wise Owl paints, because those are the ones newest to me and the ones that actually I really like. So what I wanted to do is just choose 2 colours, because, you know, Lowry I think did 5. So I wanted to kind of just use 2 colours and let you know what kind of variations you can get on the colours. And what I also wanted to do was all the trim work and the doorknobs, I wanted to rust them, and so I use Modern Masters iron paint, and it's a great, absolutely fantastic product because it actually contains real iron. And so you paint the iron on, and then you have a rust activator. And this is, I don't know whether you can see, can you see? See, this is real rust, and the blue is just the patina from the rust as it's stripped down. So I used, hang on, let me just open this and I'll show you. I use black. What does black look like? It's black, you know. I use grey linen, which is this colour. It's kind of like a really nice warm grey. No smells. And, excuse me, I just put that over there. I used the matte varnish. Now I used that on the inside of my last piece, just to try it out really, and you know, it was fine, but I wanted to do the entire piece and see what it was like, and it works. And you know what the really nice thing is about this? I feel like I'm on QVC. We are going to be having sales on these, so look. I'm pushing varnish. I'm truly a pathetic person. Again, I can't help myself, and I can't see anything, not a thing. However, it's water based, self-leveling, which means, and I found this out because I did the entire piece, I did 2 thin coats, no brush strokes, which if you want a completely matte finish, typically, at least on your first coat, you're going to get lots of brush strokes, and I didn't get any on this. So this is my new thing. I love matte. I don't like shiny. I'm not particularly good on gloss. So here's another thing that just popped into my head. The orangey yellow parts, and I'll give you a close-up. I use a lot of shellac, and I make my own shellac, and I like it because it adds a little bit of depth to my finish. What I don't like about shellac is that it's shiny, so a way to get around that is to do your shellac and then put a matte finish over the top. So this finish is not going anywhere. It is, tell ya, it's solid. So you know, I had like this love affair with the salve. Let me just, oh my god, you won't believe me. So last time, this is the white tea one, and this is I'm like, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. So this one is like just a lovely, I want to run in the fields with wildflowers, pants along, have somebody nice chasing me, catch me. So I love this, right? Now, the reason why I'm putting my head in here, oh my God, is that I sealed all the wood inside. Carol, you have to, seriously, you have to try it. I mean, who gets excited about wax? I mean, there's so many different waxes on the market, and I probably have most of them. Some smell a little bit waxy. None of them smell like that. So the other one, when I was just talking about where I want to prance through the fields, this one, tobacco flower. When I first smell it, I'm like, oh, it's kind of lumberjacky. It smells like a lumberjack. You know, like a nice lumberjack, not one that goes pee-pee and stuff in the fields. And I put it on the inside just to kind of condition the wood, which really was not in good condition. And it's flipping lovely. Oh. It's the kind of smell that and I was trying to describe it. I mean, it's like, oh, I've got some on my nose. It's kind of like manly, but like manly when they've just had a shower and they're clean, and then they walk by you and you smell them, and then you want to ask them what their favourite colour is and what star sign are you. It's kind of like that. I'd be accosting people if they smelt like that. So this is tobacco flower. Does the aroma linger? Oh my God. This is why I have my face in the closet. Oh, lingers in a good way. Sexy lumberjack smell. I actually polished again my coffee table yesterday because I want to be just surrounded by nice smells. And my husband is like, I don't know you anymore. You just keep polishing. And I'm like, I know. So anyway, that's just me. You know, middle-aged person having addictions to smelly wax. And so I use this, which is my favourite. This is the, look at me, I'm like, it's the S50. This is the Klingon one. This is the one that Klingon actually sent me with the gift box from General Finishes. So I'd never heard of them before. Apparently they're all the rage, and I love it. Love it, love it. I'm a mess. So this is, what else do I need to tell you about this piece? It's just gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Let me just pull back a little bit. You can see it in its full glory. There you go. It's just fabulous. Now, and I normally think that all my pieces are pretty fabulous, but I think this one is definitely more, ooh, look, wonky, more meaningful to me because it is from where I grew up. So I have a huge attachment, and I didn't think I was like so attached to this kind of imagery until I did it. So yeah, so the colours again are just black and, what did I say, grey linen. And just different variations, blend, mix and blend, and you'll have so many different hues of grey that it's, you know, unbelievable. And that's with every paint, so I'm not saying that this is the only one you can blend, but this is the one that I chose to use. And the self-leveling thing is actually a big factor, because you don't get any you don't get any brush strokes, so that makes life a lot easier. So yeah, so very kind of rustic, industrial, steampunky, smells lovely. So I have, I still have the discount code for 15% off all Wise Owl products and Klingon. So everything on their website at Wise Owl, who are really, you know, two young women in freezing cold Michigan, who were just like starting this new adventure, and lo and behold, I actually really like it. So I'm doing my version of QVC, and you know, and I wouldn't just sell just to sell. I don't do that. I mean, come on. So if you want the products and you still want the code, it's still good until the end of the month, which I know is like 2 days. I'm gonna ask them if they might want to extend that, which would be lovely, because 15%, you know, you gotta try it. The salve is just, you have to, well, I mean, you gotta try it all, because I honestly, look, I'm blabbering about pain. Anyway, so this is what you get with 2 different colors. Hi Penny, I think I may use this color on the buffet you were doing for me. Really? That's interesting. Good. Penny is a lovely lady who I'm going to be painting a buffet, and we were talking about different images and things like that. So, oh, I'm glad that you like this color. It's really very lovely. I'm happy with it. So this is going to be for sale. I should keep it. I know I should, because it's, you know, it's me. But I won't, because I don't keep anything hardly. So if you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you want to know about the blending techniques, I still have my tutorial on my Etsy site and on my website, which is www.thepaintfactorypdx.com is my website. And that's it. So if you're seeing this on replay, then please let me know, because 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, what the heck? I'm doing my best to find the most ridiculous times. Oh, Billy. Yeah, 5 colours. Billy, but you're not paying attention. I just told you that. I said 5. Hold on, what's he saying? Billy's my old school buddy who I love. Yeah, okay, yeah, so ivory black, vermilion red, Prussian blue, yellow ochre, flake white. Love that lead white. Yes, those were the days. Can't hear you at all. No. Can anybody else hear me? Billy, can you hear me? Let me see about this. Can you hear me now? You don't really need to hear me, because it's just pure drivel that I normally talk, so just look at the picture. It's 10:30 at night and I'm still working. Oh, you can hear me great. Cool. Okay. So I don't know what happened there. You did not miss anything important, I can tell you. So yeah, if you have any questions, fire away, or you can write them in the comment section. I will put the link to the website, and you can go and look around and have some fun picking colours and doing the finishes. I would say if you're going to buy one thing, well, no, if you're going to buy 3 things, you should buy 3 things, right? I mean, a brush, do a brush. The little brush is really kind of sweet. The furniture salve, and I think they have like 5 fragrances. I've only got 2, and honestly, if I have the 5, I might be demented. I'll be having all this wild imagery in my head, which maybe I don't need. So, and the paint, of course, you know, try at least one, and I think they do sample sizes. I have the pint sizes, I believe, but I'm going to be trying different colours because they have some really pretty funky colours, and I will be letting you know. So please feel free to share this movie. I feel like I'm a movie star now. Share the video, and thank you so much for following me and persevering with the drivel that I generally talk about. And I will, can you post the discount code? Oh yeah, yeah, the discount code is the Paint Factory, all one word. Doesn't have to be capitalized, just the Paint Factory. So if you go to www.wiseowlpaint.com, do everything, go through checkout, and then right at the end of checkout you can put in the Paint Factory, and you think it's huge? It has Tetley tea in it, so it's the only tea I really can enjoy. So yeah, so that's it. So it's been fun. I will do another hopefully a Facebook Live next week. I have to do my taxes tomorrow. My husband is like, you need to do all your stuff, and I'm like, I don't need to do all my stuff. And to keep my marriage afloat, I have to do taxes tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to consist of no painting, no smelling, taxes, and no carbs. Speechless, absolutely speechless. So nothing good is going to come off my page tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, nothing. So thank you. No carbs, Anna. No carbs. Torture. Oh my God, you have no idea. Bernadette, I'm not sure. It's a struggle, but you know, someone's got to do it. And I have this martyr complex about me, and part of that is coming from Yorkshire. And I like to do things that seem like torture because it makes me feel that you look good. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, just give me a slice of bread. So thank you so much. I will talk to you next week, hopefully, maybe with a new piece. I don't know. We will see. I've got 2 pieces that I have to be done, that I have to do. I will look. Oh, pasta, rice. Thankfully, my husband's doing it with me, and so we have this app where you have to record all your calories, everything you eat in that day. And it's kind of surprising. I think I've lost 5 pounds, and I think the 5 pounds is the 5 pounds is the joy that I used to carry around with me. That's gone. Apparently joy weighs 5 pounds these days. Who knew? But I will persevere. So fun talking with you all, and again, thank you. I will see you all around soon, and goodbye.